we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
This is Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAnthony Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
first down, Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and now it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Detroit! Detroit!
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. He'll look to throw here. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it? Able to dump it over the top to him. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play. Second down, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they? They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Boswell's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we come upon, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He finds an opening past the 40. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Another
nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Mayfield on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Mayfield looks to throw, and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Philly, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his man. It's Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And they'll run it here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over, 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 over. Detroit, Detroit.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Throwing again. Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Cut!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Mayfield now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3-19.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives Coach. Which is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. it looks like he'll throw here. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Mayfield, flush to his right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
4th down, Mayfield. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.